Once upon a time, in a dense forest, there lived many animals. The forest had a river, and all the animals relied on its water. As the years passed, the forest began to face a new threat. Builders and industrialists were eyeing the forest with greed, seeing it as an ideal location to construct factories. They wanted to use the forest's resources for their factories. The builders soon started the construction of factories, which interfered with the lives of the animals, forcing them to shift to the other side of the forest. However, shifting to the other side of the forest was not enough, they still had to face the danger of survival. The builders decided to construct a dam on the only flowing river of the forest and diverting its direction close to their factories so they could use the water for their needs. Now, the animals of the forest were left with no source of water. As days turned into weeks, the forest's animals began to suffer. They roamed here and there in search of water. Some of the smaller and weaker animals were unable to live without water, and they soon died. The situation grew worse day by day, and all the animals were filled with worry and desperation. One bright morning, all the animals gathered to discuss the matter. Bear, the wise and strong leader of the forest, took the lead. He told everyone that they only had one way to stay alive: we need to save rainwater and use it wisely throughout the year. The animals agreed with Bear's idea, but all pointed out, "But where shall we store the rainwater? We have no containers large enough to hold water." Just then, Rabbit spoke up, "I have an idea. We may not have containers, but we can create one. We need to dig a pond." Other animals questioned, "How can we animals dig a pond? We don't have such tools, and even if we get them from somewhere, we can't use them." Rabbit replied, "While we don't have tools, we have our sharp teeth, horns, and claws. The rabbits and rats can dig holes in the soil, making it loose and porous. Once that's done, the elephants can use their strong trunks, and other animals can use their horns and claws to clear the soil. With everyone's efforts, we can create a pond in the forest, where we can store the rainwater." Everyone was excited about Rabbit's idea, and without delay, they set to work. The rabbits and rats started digging holes in the ground, while the elephants and other animals helped clear the soil away. It was a challenging task, but the animals were determined to save their forest. Days turned into weeks, and the animals continued to work together tirelessly. The pond slowly began to take shape, and with each passing day, it grew larger and deeper. The pond was ready, but it has no water. Finally, one day, dark clouds gathered in the sky, and raindrops started to collect in the pond. After several days of rain, the pond was filled with water. From that day on, the animals had a steady source of water, thanks to their collective effort and determination. And so, the animals lived happily ever after, knowing that they could overcome any challenge that came in their way as long as they stood together.